beforehand, it was just kind of, we thought that's what everybody's supposed to do. You're supposed to buy a house. But for us, buying an RV, this is our house. And so we love it.
It's just all felt really surreal that, you know, I was standing in something that was mine and that I had worked hard to get, and now it was kind of like my baby to help raise and groom.
I never thought I would own a home, you know, especially like the home that I have now.
Yeah, the belief that owning a slice of earth in the United States is part of the American dream, and it is embedded in how we think about real estate.
What is the American dream today? Is housing and owning a home still part of that dream? Should it be part of that dream?
You buy your home.
Absolutely.
That's
Well, that
the
was
American
defined
dream,
as the
right?
American dream, exactly.
It's been part of the American dream since the 1950s. A whopping 89% of millennials say they'd like to eventually own a home. It can help build generational wealth, provide stability, and give a sense of accomplishment and pride. But it can also be stressful, expensive, or even inaccessible.
I think millennials ultimately aspire to have homes, but I think it's still the American dream, but I call it the dream deferred. And it's deferred because of student loans, the lack of having a large amount of equity.
So do you still need to own a home to be happy? Human beings need things like shelter, food, and security to realize our ultimate potential. Without these basics, life can be a huge challenge.
What we have is an evolutionary need for stability and community and neighborhood.
We can find that shelter, security, and stability from renting or owning a home. While millennials are the largest generation in the US, we only account for 11% of all homeowners.
Millennials have been hit by a variety of challenges across their young lives, if you want to put it in that way. They were hit at first by the Great Recession. Now we're in the COVID recession. The ability to save across that time has been diminished a little bit by guaranteed student loans, among other things.
Despite a double recession, some millennials still manage to purchase homes.
My name is Krystal Anyang-Kusi. I am 30 years old. I just bought my first home in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Growing up, I know I was personally told, hey, live at home with your parents, especially as a female, until you get married and then you move out with your husband and get your home. So for me, I wanted to do things a little bit differently.
Krystal recently bought a townhome in Georgia. Up until then, she had been living with her parents.
So it has been different living in a home all by myself without any of my sisters or family or even any noise. So I did make a sacrifice moving down here by myself and also moving in a home by myself as well without any roommates. So it has been an adjustment, just learning to make new friends, meet new people, and get out and about to learn the area. It's made me feel like I have something that's truly mine and something that I can fix up in the way that I would like and not have to get anyone else's opinion on it. And if I come in and I don't like something, it's my responsibility to change it up.
There's so many days I walk down the stairs and I'm like, I can't believe this is my house. You know, so it gave me a huge sense of accomplishment because that was a box to check, a goal that I had to own a home.
It is an act of independence, really, to be able to provide your own housing and to feel comfortable in doing that, for that to be a reasonable goal that's not going to create undue stress, right? It reflects a more equal society if more people can do that.
After reaching this milestone, Krystal is now locked into a 30-year mortgage.
The only thing is, I wish I could have gotten a better interest rate. So it's definitely given me more of a sense of being more of an adult and just changed my mindset on a lot of things and just made me a little bit more responsible, especially when it comes to finances.
Both renting and buying can make you happy. It simply depends on your circumstances. Let's look at a 2011 study from Ohio.
After you control for income and quality of housing and other things, they find that owning a home is no better than renting an apartment as far as happiness is concerned.
Because they had less time to spend on leisure activities, the study reports the homeowners, quote, derive significantly more pain from their house and home. Yikes. Another study out of Germany notes that new homeowners felt a boost in housing satisfaction over the first 5 years, but felt no boost in life satisfaction. Meet Matthew Fry. His family used to rent a home in Florida.
We had spent almost $50,000 in renting this house, and we had nothing to show for it. We had paid this other person's mortgage, the landlord's mortgage, and given him $50,000. And so for us, that was kind of a hard pill to swallow.
After renting, Matthew and his wife bought a home in Nashville. They lived there for 2.5 years before hitting a roadblock.
Oh yes, I prefer buying. It's definitely a great investment, and most of the time it's a great investment. And so for us, buying was just by far a better option. So we had made this decision that we were just working crazy amount of hours, and our lives were crazy stressful to pay for this house, and that we enjoyed the freedom, we enjoyed the security and the investment we were getting from it, but ultimately we were looking for something more.
Homeownership can mean a lot of financial stress, and it can mean giving up things like vacations or eating out, experiences. We tend to feel a lot happier when we spend our money on experiences rather than material things.
In November 2019, the Fry family sold their home and bought an RV. Their goal? To tour the US and its national parks with their 3 young kids.
For us, it's been just an amazing transition for us as a family to be in this RV and to travel and to see the country and to experience all that we have. It's definitely a great adjustment for us. It's a good adjustment. And so selling the house was very scary, but like I said, we got a pretty good return on our investment, so it was an easy decision for us to sell our house.
The Fry's return on investment was approximately $40,000. The family has made some sacrifices to help make this lifestyle work.
We took almost a 40 to 50% decrease in pay. We adjusted our bills and our financial situation accordingly, knowing that we were going to take that hit on our income. We were gaining the freedom to be where we want, when we want. We've gotten to see 16 national parks and to experience so much in this country. There are things that we do miss about being in a house, being able to just sit on your back porch and not have to worry about packing up your entire house to move every week or so. That's something that we do miss, and not having connections with specific people or a specific community of people. It's definitely something that I know I'm a social person, so I miss that aspect of it. As long as it works for our family, as long as we're happy, we will continue to do this.
Owning a home is not the be-all end-all, but it can be a huge leg up in life. The issue is, it's out of reach for many.
It really is a challenge for those first-time home buyers to get into the marketplace and own. And policies need to be forwarded around some of that, around race and income equity.
Cost alone is a huge challenge. The average home in the US costs $331,000. That would make a 10% down payment $33,100.
The average household has a little more than $10,000 of wealth to leverage. And with that, it's really hard to buy and get into a home.
If you're able to save up, purchase a home, and keep that home for 5 years or more, there can be great benefits.
As you age, hopefully the value of your house has gone up and the cost of the value of your mortgage has gone down. And that creates generational wealth, which is really important.
Building generational wealth subsequently helps close the racial wealth gap and bolsters economic opportunity.
You're also participating in the American dream. And an important piece of this is the idea of financial security of owning a home. So there's a lot of very positive things about owning a home that truly make you happier.
Ultimately, owning your home can make you happier, but that sentiment is not universal.
What we're doing is not for everybody. And I would say the same thing with buying a house. Buying a house is not for everybody.
I feel like if I can do this, I can do so many other things that I thought I couldn't do, and I can do it on my own.
We hope that our kids see that it's our dream, and that even though it's crazy, we want to make it a reality. And so whatever their dreams are, we hope that even if it's crazy, we hope they pursue it.